businesses, churches, and events. You can find postponements and cancellations on KBRFradio.com as well. And the Fergus Now app. Weather-related announcements brought to you by Northwest Tire and John's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's Morning Talk on News Talk 1250 KBRF, brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. Now, here's Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop. Markets.
There we go. Now we hit the right button. Every once in a while, it just won't let me take over. And so I got to go find another console takeover button. And sometimes that just gets a little sketchy there, Mary. A little sketchy.
A little sketchy. Somebody's trying to keep you from saying what you're going to say, I guess.
They don't want to hear a good morning.
I guess. Well, it is a good morning. And, oh, my goodness. We've been saying, oh, gosh, where did December go? But, where did December go?
I'm going to start shopping maybe this afternoon.
That would be a great idea because counting Christmas Eve day, you've got 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you are done shopping.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I am done. Done. Everything's wrapped. It's good. I went over my list, checked it twice or 20 times over the last weekend, and everything is taken care of. Everything is in its place. Yeah. So I'm in good shape. The only thing that I have to do today is shop for a few groceries. I've got most everything, but just need a few extra fill-in things. It's funny when John says, well, what do you need? It's like if you've got the meat, you're covered. He doesn't think of, salads and sides, vegetables and that kind of thing.
Green bean casserole.
I know, but he's like, well, we've got steak. That's good enough, isn't it? You have to have, rolls or a bread. You have to have vegetables, maybe a salad. And, he just thinks if you've got a slab of meat, you're good,
Very mannish.
It is very mannish, yes. So it makes me crazy anyway. Well, what would you possibly need? I'm like, really? It's not just about the meat man,
Yeah.
So, but anyway. So I do have a couple of groceries to get. But other than that, I'm in really good shape. I bought my very last gift yesterday.
Oh.
Yep, I was downtown, and, they wrapped it up. So I found the perfect gift. And I was really searching for this one. I had one to fill in, and I didn't have any good ideas. And I got downtown, and I found the perfect gift. And they wrapped it up so nice for me. I just took it home. I didn't have to do a thing. So thanks, downtown Fergus Falls, and thanks to the market, because they take such good care of me.
I still need one more gift for my dad.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's all we have left.
Okay.
So it's one of those.
Yeah, and I had a few things that won't arrive on time.
Yeah, we've got one that won't arrive on time for Isaac.
Yeah, I got one thing that I got for multiple people, for 4 people, and it's not going to be here in time. So I'm just, you wrap up a picture or something, So other than that, everything is here and wrapped and just ready to be torn open. And we're going to have, what are you guys doing for Christmas Day? Do you get together too?
Yeah, it's because we got shared custody. We kind of alternate if we've got the boys on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day.
Okay.
So it's Christmas Day this year. Christmas Eve, we'll go to church and have dinner with my family. Okay. And then Christmas Eve, everybody will get together. Or no, Christmas Day, everybody will get together.
Yeah. We have a good friend who comes in every Christmas Eve and spends that with us, has for years and years. So we always look forward to that. Got some friends out on Rush Lake that we like to visit on Christmas Eve day. So we usually make a trip out there and drop off a card and some cheer out there, and then go to church and hang out, have dinner at our house, and then Christmas Day, kids and grandkids come. So Christmas Day, we asked the kids, okay, what do you want us to make for food? Because by then, you've maybe had a big dinner on Christmas Eve, and so their choices were: do you want us to grill steaks? You want to do ribs? They love ribs. Or do you want to do like a fish fry? Because John has all this fish from when he was in Alaska this summer, and the kids love all that fish. They love the cod. They love the halibut. And they love salmon. They just can't get enough salmon. So they picked a fish fry. But there's two of us who don't love all that. I love the shrimp, but my daughter and I aren't crazy about the rest. And so I think I might do something completely off the grid and nothing that goes with fish, and do stir fry.
Oh, that'd work.
Yeah.
Stir fry or maybe pizza?
Stir fry, yeah. I think we get enough pizza, but stir fry maybe, or I was thinking of like a lo mein dish, kind of stir fry-ish, just with lo mein. So, yeah, it won't go with anything else that's being served, but it'll make a couple of us pretty happy. So we're going to have kind of a weird combo. And when you do a fish fry, it's kind of you sort of eat as it comes out of the basket, and so it's kind of a real casual way to serve a meal. So that's what we've got going on Christmas Day. We should play some games. Open some gifts, probably, some of them will sit in the hot tub a little bit, and we like to get outside if we can, but after the warm weather that we're expecting the next couple of days, I'm not sure there's going to be anything left to sled on, because it's going to be pretty warm, isn't it? I mean, I think, 37 today?
Yeah, it's 36 today,
Okay.
21 on Tuesday, Christmas Eve, 31, 35 Christmas Day.
I know, there might not be snow left to do any sledding on. We usually go sledding on Christmas Day. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but at the very least, we'll get out and go for a walk. At least some of us will.
Yeah.
So anyway, it is just about here. I'm excited because it feels good to be ready.
Yeah.
And, when you're having guests, I did things over the weekend, like cleaned and, took all the, freshened all the bedding and all that sort of thing. So I feel ready, and it feels kind of good. Now I can, we've got a basketball game to either drive to or watch tonight. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And, yeah, otherwise I'm just going to sit back and drink my peppermint tea and
Just relax.
Yeah, just sort of enjoy what's to come, and my favorite parts of the whole season are coming up over the next, 4 or 5 days. So I look forward to that.
And I know it's always my dad's favorite too, is Christmas. He loves Christmas. So.
And your dad is good, and he's home?
Yep, he's good.
Okay,
He's home,
good.
and so we're excited for that. Jen learned how to make divinity over the weekend.
Okay.
My mom taught her that, and
All right.
so that's
Those
kind of a
are
nice
things,
one.
that eventually, things like divinity, those recipes and the how-tos are not going to be handed down
No.
for too much longer.
I know there's one recipe. My mom, I don't think she's ever. I think she made it once. There's one really weird candy that my great grandma taught my aunt how to make, and then my aunt taught my mom to make it. You absolutely have to have marble for it, and marble slab for it. And it's one of those things you can't go by the recipe. You have to learn, okay, when it's this
Okay.
color, do this. When it's this color, do this. When it's this color, do this. It's one of those, wow, that really tastes good, but wow, it took a real long time to make. So
Yeah.
I think my mom's like, I'm
Yeah, I
good.
don't know if I'm going to do that again. The thing that I miss that my mom always made is Chex Party Mix. We called it Party Mix. Everybody calls it Chex Mix these
Yeah.
days, but my mom always referred to it as Party Mix.
Well, because that's what it's actually called.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. If you look on the box, Chex Party Mix.
Chex Party Mix. Okay. But don't people call it just Chex Mix now?
Yeah, we're
Kinda?
lazy.
Yeah, we're lazy. I guess we don't have time for that extra word. But my mom always called it Party Mix. She never said Chex, but she And it was so good. There are a lot of variations of
Yep.
party mix, and my mom's was so good. And I'm just really sad because somewhere after my mom passed away in moving, I can't find her recipes. And that I know that makes me so sad because she had some good ones, and I just love to see her handwriting on stuff. And
Yeah.
but when those things happen, and there's lots of people trying to help, and and those things happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. But I have some of her things, and I have some cookbooks, but I couldn't find the party mix recipe, and maybe she just took it off the back of the box like everybody else does. I don't know, but it was so good, and maybe it's just
I
because
think
my mom made it.
I think everybody's got their own version of it. I know my mom's got her version of it. I've got my version of it. I started making. That's actually probably one of the first things I made on my own.
Really?
Was the Chex Party Mix, and it was back in the day when they actually would send you the seasoning packet for it.
Yeah.
And so I kind of got good at that, and then I started, branching out on my own and doing my own version.
Okay, so with or without pretzels?
I'm indifferent when I make it for my dad doesn't like the pretzels, so
I like the pretzels.
I if it's just gonna stay at our house, I'll add pretzels or.
My mom put the skinny ones
Yep.
in there.
You gotta have those. Gotta have those.
The sticks,
Yep.
yeah. So I would make it just like that, just because that's how she did it.
And then
The other thing I wish I'd saved, and I would only use it for making Chex Party Mix, is the big silver roaster pan that she used to make it in.
Oh.
And I didn't save it just because it's really big, really awkward, and I didn't, other than making Party Mix once a year, which I hardly ever do. I mean, I probably haven't done it in 15 years. It felt like a big thing to store for once a year, maybe. But anyway, isn't it funny, those things that you remember about, a pan that your mom used, or my other favorite is the soup ladle, because my mom and we had soup just about every lunch together, and so every time I take out that soup ladle, I think of my mom. And same with the hamburger flipper that my dad always used. So I've got those two pieces, and every time I take them out, it makes me smile. So good stuff. Okay, so when we were talking about halibut, somebody, one of our listeners, and he listens all the time, so thanks, Bruce, for sending this. He said, my wife has a great halibut lasagna recipe. Now, that does not sound good to me, but I don't like halibut. So, but I bet if you like halibut, maybe.
Yeah.
When it comes to fish, I've told you this before. I said, well, I like fish. And John said, nope, you don't like fish. You like breading. And I do. So I will eat the cod if it's cut in small pieces. I just don't like those big hunks of fish.
Yeah.
Ugh. And I
say
halibut to me is fishy. Salmon is fishy.
I wish I
it
liked
is fish,
salmon,
I know.
but I just can't do salmon.
I can't. I've tried. I keep trying. And no matter what you dunk it in or what you put it with. Ugh.
Maybe you need
anyway,
lasagna
he said,
form.
White sauce instead of red.
Oh.
So that makes sense. That makes more sense with fish. So, okay. I would need maybe white wine to go with that too. I don't know. I wish I could eat more fish, but I don't.
I really love fish. Probably the fish I eat the most is mahi, and I pan sear that in olive oil and butter, and then put a little thyme on top of it.
Okay.
And then serve that over rice, and it's really good.
Okay. Well, hopefully you can take some time away from the news for a couple of days. So maybe, earmark Wednesday and Thursday for no news days, right? Why not? I mean, wouldn't that be nice?
It'd be nice, but
yeah, it would.
It's not going to happen.
It's always there, yeah. Well, and I hope everyone can stay well during the holidays, because flu infections are climbing nationwide. CDC has estimated at least 4.5 million illnesses, 49,000 hospitalizations, and even some deaths so far this season. New York City is among the hardest hit areas. I don't know how, I think people feel differently about a flu shot and whether or not that takes care of you. I don't know. There were even 2 pediatric deaths reported this week, bringing the total to 3.
Wow.
So anyway, they say that the shot prevents severe. You might get the flu, but it will not be as severe. I don't know. A vaccine to me seems like it should keep you from getting it, but whatever. Anyway, U.S. Coast Guard seized another oil tanker in international waters near Venezuela early Saturday, following President Trump's blockade order. Now, these guys are trying to evade the tariffs and, go a different direction so it doesn't cost them so much. Well, anyway, guess what, guys? President Trump is on to you, and armed personnel from military helicopters boarded the vessel around dawn, just before dawn on December 20th. The tanker carried Venezuelan oil bound for Asia. U.S. officials said these seizures target the flow of sanctioned oil funding Maduro's government. So they're trying to pad their own government and screw the United States government out of those tariffs. So, but anyway, President Trump is on it. Powerball jackpot has grown to an estimated $1.6 billion with a B.
Whoa.
Yeah, after no ticket matched all numbers in Saturday night's drawing, the prize now ranks at as the game's fourth largest and fifth largest U.S. lottery jackpot. Powerball said the cash value stands at $735.3 million.
I want to play.
Which you'd get, what, like half of, I suppose?
Yeah. I don't want that much money. I don't know what I'd do.
Well, I know where I'd start. That would be a lot of money to know what to do with.
Yeah.
But I would like to think, and we've said this before, I would like to think I would be a very good rich person.
I think I'd be a very good rich person.
Yeah. You and I would be very benevolent.
Yes.
I really believe that. Who knows? It would be fun to try, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And I think our chances are like 1 in 292 million or something like that.
Yeah.
So not very good. Next drawing is today, marking the 46th since the last jackpot was won. So I guess get out there, get your tickets.
I'll get my $2. Get that one ticket.
Yeah. And let's see. Pacific Gas and Electric said Saturday that power was mostly restored after a major blackout hit San Francisco. The outage, which began earlier in the day, left about 130,000 homes and businesses without electricity. The company reported it had stabilized the grid and did not expect the problem to spread. A fire at Pacific Gas and Electric substation contributed to the blackout. So that's a bummer, especially when it's a grid issue.
Ooh.
Yikes. You always think, boy, could that happen again? All right. Well, when we come back, some activists steal groceries in Santa costumes. Ooh, I think there's some karma coming for those folks. We'll tell you about that when we come back on Morning Talk.
Back with more Morning Talk with Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop. Brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. After the markets on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Depend on it.
Hello, Rebecca Lynn Peterson here with West Central Initiative. This year has shown us how much our region depends on working together, from supporting charities like local food shelves to strengthening vibrant communities and small businesses. But this work can't continue without your help. Your year-end gift to West Central Initiative is essential to keeping our region strong. Please donate today to WCIF.org. When we pool our resources through West Central Initiative, we can do big things.
KBRF presents Where to Eat, the culinary adventure, sponsored by Dandelion and Burdock and Service Food in Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Zach Daniels.
And I'm Dave Bishop, your guide to the region's culinary treasures.
Join us as we explore various restaurants, uncover delicious meals, and highlight each restaurant's signature dish.
Experience diverse cuisine types, unique atmospheres, and must-try dishes. Check it out on KBRFradio.com and the Fergus Now app.
New episodes air every first Friday of the month. Where to Eat, powered by Dandelion and Burdock and Service Food of Fergus Falls.
What's the ox say?
Today on Hot Talk with the Ox, right away hear how Governor Walz somehow is blaming Republicans for widespread fraud in Minnesota. Then the news from the weekend and the day as it unfolds. At 3:36, Deputy VA Secretary Dr. Paul Lawrence gives us an update on improvements at the VA since Trump took over. But it all starts with Heard It on Hot Talk. Spot the fake news. Oh, and how about them bikes? See you for Hot Talk with the Ox today from 2 to 5 on KBRF.
What's the ox say?
Previously on the Under the Hood Show. When I was a kid, I had a chance to get a chemistry set.
I got
only
the
I'd have
chemistry
known.
set, and I started experimenting with the baking soda and the vinegar thing, you know, and how cool that was. And, of course, you know, I had to overdo it like I do everything. And I got it on a little bigger level, and I got in a lot of trouble, and we had to buy new carpet for the living room. It was not good.
You should listen to the Nordstrom's Under the Hood show with the Motor Medics right here, KBRF, 1250 a.m., every Saturday at 10 a.m.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Dickerman with a market update here on the Red River Farm Network. Well, we're looking at a positive day going in the markets right now, basically green across the board, whether we're talking about grain or livestock. Everything is in positive territory. And China purchases, more conflict between Russia and Ukraine, all helping to move that needle higher. This is Bauer Trading's Jim Bauer.
Well, I think the currency valuations have started to stimulate a higher degree of interest in commodities. You know, a lot of those commodities sit down there at the contract lows for almost 2 years with hardly any rally. But then when we finally hit the weather problems and pick up in demand and just some general positive formations on the charts, it's basically got the market kind of, well, in simple terms, more interesting in commodities, which, again, as I said earlier, and you and I have talked about this in the past, they just took the heart out of it for such a long time. But when the market finally realized that you can't have everything going up all the time, each segment of the marketplace has its own world. As far as weather seems to be kind of different. We've got warm conditions in the northwest, and that might be something to watch down the road, but it's a little early for that.
That's Bauer Trading's Jim Bauer. And looking at the livestock numbers here, we are up across the board in the livestock market as well, led higher by the feeder cattle right now. And live cattle nipping at the heels, also hogs. Everything is up on the board right now. Reporting agriculture's business, this is the Red River Farm Network. In this week's edition of the Fielding Questions podcast from Ag Country Farm Credit Services and the Red River Farm Network. In this edition of Fielding Questions, we're talking with Jason Edelman from Farm Credit Services.
Yeah, obviously, you know, with the changing margins and what we're dealing with in that end of the financial spectrum, our young and beginning producers are really, you know, hit with a double whammy, right? You know, I mean, you look at the inflation that we've had and the extra costs, whether it's be land costs, machinery costs, input costs, just the rising costs that our young producers have to try to figure out, okay, where do I get the capital to even put a crop in the ground? It's just significantly different than it has been in the past. Last week, we had a group of young and beginning producers in our office for a couple of days. We're just brainstorming, trying to learn from them. And, you know, one of the comments I thought was interesting, one young gentleman, he said, well, we're changing our operation from a lifestyle to a business.
Don't miss this edition of the Fielding Questions podcast, produced in collaboration between Ag Country Farm Credit Services and the Red River Farm Network.
Thanks to the American farmer for putting food on the plate, clothes on our back, and fuel in our tank. Your work is measured in acres, not hours. The Red River Farm Network is here to deliver farm news, markets, and weather information to the best farmers in the business. From Rugby to Benson and Roseau to Aberdeen, the Red River Farm Network covers agriculture. Go online to rrfn.com to find your local Red River Farm Network radio station. Podcasts are also available online at rrfn.com, iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. Red River Farm Network is your go-to source for farm news, markets, and weather. Trust Don Wick, Tyler Donaldson, Jamie Dickerman, and Drew Lerner, delivering the information that impacts your bottom line. We're the Red River Farm Network, and we're reporting agriculture's business.
30 years of reporting agriculture's business. Red River Farm Network.
Minneapolis wheat May, we're up 1 now, 589.5. We have May Chicago up 7.5 at 528, and March KC up 8.5 at 523 3/4. March corn is up 3 1/4, 447. January soybeans up 5 1/4, 1054.5. Livestock market, February live cattle up 67 cents at 231.50. The January feeders up $1.35, 346.95. And February lean hogs right now up 57 cents, currently trading at 85.10. Reporting agriculture's business, you're listening to the Red River Farm Network.
Fergus Falls Monument Company is grateful for every family we have had the honor of serving this year.
The holidays remind us to look around and appreciate the people who bring meaning to our lives.
We hope your home feels warm. We hope your days feel cozy. And we hope your holidays feel extra special.
Thank you for being part of our community and for trusting our family with yours.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Fergus Falls Monument Company.
Community is important, and you'll find it at Pioneer Point. Spacious apartments, thoughtfully designed for older adults, provide the best in senior living. Heated parking and elevator access makes life easy. Your neighbors at Pioneer Point hold a welcoming, family-like approach to living. Choosing from an array of special features and options, you'll find many ways to define your lifestyle at Pioneer Point. Call or schedule your tour online today at pioneercare.org.
Hello, Rebecca Lynn Peterson here with West Central Initiative. This year has shown us how much our region depends on working together, from supporting charities like local food shelves to strengthening vibrant communities and small businesses. But this work can't continue without your help. Your year-end gift to West Central Initiative is essential to keeping our region strong. Please donate today to WCIF.org. When we pool our resources through West Central Initiative, we can do big things.
Federated Church welcomes you this Christmas. Whether you're searching for hope, needing community, or simply wanting to feel at home, Federated's doors are open for you. I'm Pastor Doug Dent, inviting you to join us as we celebrate the birth of Jesus with carols, scripture, and God's message of love. Find your Christmas joy at Federated Church. Christmas Eve services are at 5 p.m. and 11 p.m. All services are live streamed. Visit federatedff.org for more information. Merry Christmas and God's blessing.
News Talk 1250 KBRF, and I just realized I hung up on Mary, so I'm going to call Mary back as.
Whoopsie.
So
all right,
we'll get two Marys and a Dave in just a moment.
Okay, we'll do a little chatting while you get her back on the horn. Yeah, we want to find out about. I think they're going to be open today and tomorrow, but she'll confirm that open for you to pick up your stuff if you're getting things for the holiday, if you're getting ribs or pies or sides or whatever. And of course, they won't be open. They'll be open, I think, until 2 on Wednesday. But Mary will tell us more about that. But of course, closed on Thursday, Christmas Day. So we're going to hear from Mary. Looks like we're all hooked up. Okay. Good morning, Mary.
Well, that's a way to start the day, Dave. Get hung up on.
I know. How about that?
I apologize.
Okay.
Boy. Well, I'm glad we got you back. And well, first of all, Merry Christmas. We're just about there.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you guys and to everyone else as well.
All right, so give us the skinny on the hours for this week.
Well, they're a little different because of the Christmas holiday, but we are here today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, all 3 days for Christmas rib pickup. So if you've ordered ribs and have determined that you're going to pick them up today or tomorrow or Wednesday, feel free to come on whatever day you set, and we'll have them ready for you. And so we're not doing a Wednesday special this week. We're not open for business, regular dining in business, because it's Christmas Eve. So we will be here until 5 or 6 tonight. I'll be here until 5 or 6 tonight, Monday and Tuesday, and on Wednesday we'll be here till about 2.
Okay.
So you can pick up the ribs that you've ordered for Christmas. So,
okay.
And if you still need some, we can still make it work, but you better call pretty soon.
Okay. Wow, you're letting people take it down to the wire.
Well, as long as we have ribs, we can do that. But once we don't have them, then we can't.
Okay, so. All right. So still room for 1 or 2 calls, right?
Well, there's still room for a few calls. We knew that there'd be some people that would forget that it's...
Well, you know what? And I'm always the one that's famous for telling people to think ahead, and then I'm the last one to do so. So it's do as I say, not as I do, I guess.
I think that happens. I've already had several texts today. Is it too late to get ribs? Is it too late to get ribs? I'm like, did you just wake up? I don't know.
I know. Do you know what day it is? Yeah, for sure. Well,
we're happy to help. We have plenty, so
that's
I
great.
think we can help most everyone.
Okay. All right. So you'll take a week off. What does next week look like, since it will be a holiday week again, just to give people a heads up?
Okay, so this week we are not open on Wednesday or Thursday for dine-in, but we are here Friday and Saturday.
Okay,
so,
great.
Regular hours Friday, regular hours Saturday, so you can dine in or carry out. Carry out starts at 11, goes till 8 on Friday. Dine-in starts at 3 and goes until 8, both Friday and Saturday. And, of course, you can get carry out on Saturday as well. And then the following week, we are open on Wednesday on New Year's Eve, so plan your parties or plan to get ribs or whatever you need to go.
Or come on out and dine, right?
Open. Pardon me?
Or come on out and dine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dine-in is from 3 till 8 on New Year's Eve, so feel free to join us for that and get it to go if you'd rather. We will have a Wednesday special, but I don't know what that is yet. So
okay, all right.
I'll let you know next Monday.
Okay, that sounds great. Are you closed on New Year's Day?
We are closed New Year's Day, but open again on Friday and Saturday.
Okay, all right. So just to give you the holiday rundown, so you know when to go and get all that delicious food. And I know that people are looking forward to those ribs and all the good things that you're making for people to pick up this week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday until 2, you'll have a chance to pick up those things that you've ordered. So Mary, we just want to take some time and wish you a very Merry Christmas, you and your family, as well as all of your staff and their families. We're so grateful for what you do each and every week and putting all that good food out on the table for us. We really appreciate all your efforts.
Well, thanks so much for your kind words, and we wish you and your families and everyone a very Merry Christmas. I hope to see a lot of people before Christmas picking up their ribs, but for everyone I don't see, thanks for your support all year long, and Merry Christmas.
All right. Well, Mary, you have a wonderful Christmas, and we will talk again next Monday.
Sounds good.
All
Thank
right.
you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. And 218-739-4633 is the number to call if you would like to be one of those last-minute orderers.
It's a great way to do it.
Well, I tell you what, I am the queen of last-minute stuff, so I get it. Why? And sometimes I can't quite make the decision, like, am I going to do this? Am I going to do this? And then all of a sudden I think, oh, here's a great idea. And then I, it's under the wire time-wise, which makes it very exciting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And thankfully, Mary plans for people like me. And so they've still have some ribs for a few more people to order if you're in a pinch. So if you've been thinking, gosh, I'd like to serve ribs at Christmas, there's still a chance. So good for you last-minute folks that Mary takes good care of you. So 218-739-4633, the number to call. All right. Activists dressed as Santa Claus and elves actually stole groceries from, this is a store in Montreal, later claiming that the heist was inspired by Robin Hood. So the group posted video of the theft and said that they redistributed the food to those in need through their Robins of the Alleys initiative. Montreal police spokesperson confirmed officers are investigating the theft of what we assume is food and reviewing camera footage. The activist group stated a handful of businesses are holding our vital needs hostage and called grocery chains the real thieves. They can't really help.
They can't help
the
the
cost
price
of things that they have to pay to put it on the shelves for you. Anyway, a spokesperson from the grocery store called the retail crime unacceptable regardless of its motives, noting the chain contributed $1.15 million to food banks and provided $81.6 million worth of food products to charity. Canadian grocery prices rose nearly 5% year over year, according to government data. So they, like the rest of us, are paying more for some things at the grocery store than we used to. But again, it's still a crime.
Yeah.
So I don't care if you're Robin Hood. And how do we know that they redistributed the food? I don't know.
They redistributed it on Facebook.
Yeah, well,
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you what, get out there and video the whole thing, and it's kind of snubbing your nose at the authorities, too. So I don't know. Even if you're trying to do good, you can't do good after you've done bad.
Yeah.
If you have to steal it to do good. Well, let's see what else we've got for you. If you are a James Bond fan.
Ooh, I'm a big Bond fan.
I know you are. Netflix is going to begin streaming 4 James Bond movies on January 15th through an unexpected licensing agreement with Amazon MGM Studios. The 3-month deal covers Die Another Day, No Time to Die, Quantum of Solace, and Skyfall. Amazon will also provide Netflix with Rocky, Creed, and Legally Blonde films, original series including The Man in the High Castle. Amazon insiders called licensing the Bond catalog a strategic business decision designed to broaden global reach and re-engage audiences. Prime Video typically only streams the full catalog of Bond films for 2 months annually around October's Bond Day through Thanksgiving, but you're going to get another sneak peek beginning on January 15th if you're a Bond person.
And one of the things they're going to do is not only are they going to do another batch of movies, but they're also going to make a series. And that was one of the big hang-ups with the Broccoli's. They did not want Amazon to do a series, and so Amazon paid them an outrageous amount of money to have full creative control over the Bond series. And so that's, out of all the years the Broccoli's have been doing it, Barbara Broccoli kind of sold out at the end.
Okay, there you have it. Leave it to you to know the backstory on the Bond stuff.
Of course.
Of
Love
course,
Bond.
of course. Okay, let's see what else we have for you. Financial stress, they say, accelerates heart aging more than previous heart attacks. So if you've had a previous heart attack, you are less likely to have another one than you are if you are under financial stress.
And if you've had a heart attack, you're probably under financial stress because that's expensive.
Maybe so. Maybe that's what started it. This is actually Mayo Clinic research. They used artificial intelligence to analyze nearly 300,000 electrocardiograms and found financial strain ages hearts faster than major medical conditions. So sometimes you have control, a little more control over your finances than others. But there are certain times and certain conditions and situations that can get you in a pinch. You're in a bind. You maybe lose a job, whatever. So sometimes you can't really change that. But people facing money troubles showed 60% higher death risk over 2 years, while previous heart attack patients had only a 10% increased risk. So manage your money and don't charge too much more now between now and Christmas, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yikes. Okay. I just read this headline and I thought, who does this? Health experts warn against sharing personal bathroom items like towels, toothbrushes. Who shares a toothbrush?
Yeah.
I mean, they're $1.50. Go buy a bunch. And razors is another thing that people...
Who shares that?
I don't know. But anyway, they tell you not to do that because they explain that it could be full of harmful bacteria, viruses.
Yeah.
Could make you really sick. So, but I read that and I thought, well, who does that? Share a toothbrush? Really? Yuck. Sometimes I don't even like my own, and I trade it in for a new one. Okay. All right. American Airlines, if you're planning to travel, they top the U.S. carrier rankings.
Really?
In new travel. This is a new travel survey. And in fact, I just read somewhere over the last day or so that American Airlines, and maybe they do this every year, and I'm late to the party, but American Airlines is doing, they are bringing back a nonstop flight from Fargo to Phoenix.
Okay.
So that'd be one that people would love to hop on.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know about you, but there's, I mean, you can take a nonstop to, not Phoenix, but Mesa on Allegiant, but I'd rather hop on an American flight than Allegiant. Anyway, I just saw that and and it's going to be. I think it's short-lived. I think it's during the winter only. Anyway, American Airlines is ranked as top U.S. airline with a score of 7.64 out of 10. This is according to AirHelp's annual survey. Company analyzed data from October 1st of 24 to September 30 of 2025, evaluating on-time performance, claim processing, and customer experience. Now, you and I are both Delta flyers.
Yeah.
And I pretty much only book Delta flights. I've been on American a couple of times and
I was on
had
American.
good experiences.
Yeah, we took American on our way down to Destin, and it was okay. I mean, a little bit of a layover in Dallas.
This says they are followed by Delta, which they have almost exact same ratings. So them, American and Delta, evidently, kind of neck and neck. I don't know what kinds of things they use as, criteria. But
flip a coin.
Yeah, I don't know. But you and I are, we're kind of the Delta crew.
Yeah.
So that's just how I like to do it. Let's see. How about this one? Think you could do this? An English sandwich shop owner sings 684 Christmas songs for 42 hours to break a world record.
Nope.
That's a lot of Christmas songs. You'd have to repeat quite a few times. His name is Dave Purchase. He's the owner of On Toast Sandwich Shop in England. He sang Christmas songs for 42 consecutive hours to break a Guinness World Record. Known as Mr. Toasty, he closed his store inside warehouse for an attempt at the marathon singing record. The previous record stood at 40 hours, set by someone in Nigeria last year. His playlist featured 38 different Christmas songs, including classics like Jingle Bells and modern hits from Mariah Carey and Wham. He cycled through the songs repeatedly, completing 684 total performances during the 42-hour attempt. And there were some other choirs and local residents joined him at various points throughout the record-breaking effort. He successfully surpassed the existing record by 2 hours. So that is a lot of Christmas.
That's a lot of Christmas. That's a lot of strain on your voice. That's a lot of trying to stay up long.
How could you sing for 42 hours?
Yeah.
Almost 2 full days. Oof, duh. Yeah, I couldn't do that. Okay, Christopher Jones opened Blindfolded Barbecue in Duncanville, Texas. This is a great story. He lost his vision due to diabetic retinopathy 5 years ago. The former tow truck driver runs the restaurant and they serve southwestern Dallas County's 40,000 residents. Jones, a father of 7, learned to cook barbecue without sight using his grandfather's recipes. He relies on touch, sound, and taste, and especially the smell, to prepare his meals without being able to see. Just like you, except I have to concentrate a little harder, he told customers who ask about his cooking methods. I have to rely a lot on smell because I can measure, but if I know it's too much, then I'll fix it. Jones opened the restaurant to feed his family and raise awareness about visual impairment. It's a conversation starter, and that's what I want to do, is just bring awareness to it and make some really good barbecue too. So he does it just on touch and smell. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. And it must be good because it sounds like
people
yeah,
go.
Yeah. In fact, I saw something yesterday. World famous chef who I just love, Ina Garten. Do you know about her at all? She's the Barefoot Contessa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know her as that.
Yeah, and she just, I've seen her interviewed quite a few times, and she's, I don't know, she just seems so down to earth, and she's just really cool. And she said this, I think in one of her cookbooks, if you cook, they will come. And I just thought, that is so cool. If you cook, they will come, and they will. And so many times, I think people are remembered for certain dishes that they make.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, your mom's still with us, but I always think of your mom when I think of holiday goodies because she's so good at all that baking.
Oh, yeah.
So there's certain people you attach to certain things. My grandma, my mom's mom, made the best rice pudding that anyone could ever make, and no one's been able to duplicate it. My mom got really close at duplicating it, but again, I don't know how she did it. And so I think of that recipes kind of connect us with people.
Yeah.
And we remember, and I hope there's something I made that I make that my kids and grandkids will remember me for. I'm not exactly sure what it will be, but probably going to be, I don't know, Grandpa Johnny's salmon or something, which I have nothing to do with. Or chocolate cupcakes. I'm known for my chocolate chip cookies and my chocolate cupcakes.
Well, there you go.
So I don't know if it gets any better than that. I might have to think of something cooler than that for it to be remembered by. But
again, speaking of those treats, today is treat day.
Today is treat day?
Yeah.
I hadn't been to the break room. I didn't know she was going to do it this year.
It was kind of back and forth, but she found Jen helped her out.
Mom, thank you.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, we look forward to that. I can't wait, and it's just I'm wrapping this show up so I can go to the break room and have some of your mom's treats.
Yep.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, anyway, thanks to your mom for doing that again this year. I know it's been a busy year for her, a busy Christmas year, and get ready to celebrate birthday month. It's a coming.
Yeah.
Atta girl. I love that.
It's coming very fast.
I love it. I love birthday month. Yeah.
Birthday month, all month.
Absolutely. She should do that. All right, that's going to wrap it up on a Monday. We're back tomorrow for more. Our show today and every day brought to us by Pioneer Care and by Fergus Monument Company. Have a great day.